Kerr, Lord of the Cryptids, said to be the key to controlling massive armies of unknown beasts. What is it? Better yet, who is it? Find out today on the season finale of The Secret Saturday's Unveiled. According to V.V. Argost, the creature known as Kerr was ancient. So ancient it existed before human civilizations arose and before mankind even began. Thought to be the very first dragon, Kerr is said to be an ancient Sumerian cryptid. Kerr has been widely known across the ancient world unopposed for years until the warrior king Gilgamesh challenged his might. Traveling across the world, defeating Kerr and banishing his spirit using the flute of Gilgamesh. It was thought that after an epic confrontation between the Saturdays and Argost with the massive beast frozen under ice in snowy wastelands, that this was thought to be Kerr. The creature was shown to launch dozens of other cryptids from within its body and control them, forcing not only V.V. Argost, but Zack as well to journey deep into the creature, where Zack adorned his family's signature weapons and with fists to back him, battles Argost in a battle for control of the massive cryptid. With quick thinking and Zack's outright skill and wits, he manages to get the tables on Argost and takes down him and destroying his links to the monster. Shortly after, however, Doyle appears with an ancient item he had stolen from the Knocker's possession. The Kerr relic seemed to glow radiantly in the presence of Kerr. But soon, to all the Saturday's awe and disbelief, the artifact explodes, with light also setting off Zack's powers. Okay, now, we all could have seen it coming. Kerr is the master of cryptids and can control them. Zack can influence cryptids and was the only one who could stop Kerr. Ah, what a twist. An even larger twist is coming. So hit that like button and leave a comment and tell me what you're thinking of the video so far. At some point before his defeat, a part of Kerr's essence was used to create the Naga relic. Afterward, Kerr's spirit clung to the Kerr stone to keep himself alive. The Kerr stone lay hidden for millennia until Doc and Drew Saturday recovered it. Upon being found, Kerr's essence leapt from the stone and is Drew's unborn baby. Yes, you heard it right. Our protagonist Zack Saturday is the most recent incarnation of Kerr. Moving on, I know you're probably gonna ask, if V.V. Argost's goal was to find Kerr and harness his power, doesn't that mean, yeah, it means he's after Zack now. And so is the entire world, actually. From their very own allies and the secret scientists who would want to cryogenically freeze Zack, to Argost and the Nagas who seek to harness Zack's power. However, before I allude to that, there's a slight segue I want to do, everyone. In the Black Monday episode of the show, the Saturdays tussle against their negative dimension counterparts, brought back by an ancient Aztec smoke mirror. They even had an evil Zack with negative Kerr powers and everything. Although I don't think they did anything differently, Zack realizes through the episode the goal of the negatives to replace his family in their world and thwarts their plans. But why am I mentioning that? Why does this one obscure episode get mentioned amongst all the other ones? Because after aiding young Zack throughout the second season, helping him understand his powers and teaching him in the ways of understanding cryptids, Argost finally double-crosses Zack and uses both the negative mirror and the flute of Gilgamesh to extract the life force from the evil Zack, thus becoming the negative Kerr. At the same moment, Doyle and Drew, digging for secrets in Argost's past, uncover dark secrets that Zack only now knows the truth of. V.V. Argost is a cryptid, and not only that, he is the cryptid that attacked Drew and Doyle's family in the Himalayas, killing them and splitting their family. This knowledge and change of circumstances pushes all the Saturdays to a final showdown and epic confrontation against Argost, known as the War of the Cryptids. The story resumes as V.V. Argost, aka the Yeti, launches his assault on the world. Argost, having learned English from old monster movies he stole off the hikers sorry Drew and Doyle, declares that he has a flair for the cliches and personally attacks Washington, D.C., only to be countered in full force by Zack and the Saturday family. While it's clear from Argost caught the entire world by storm, Zack and his allies that he's recruited throughout the show help launch a rather entire stem of counter operations worldwide with the essences of the cryptids under his influence. Although the battle is going in the Saturday's favors, Drew and Doyle both recklessly rush against Argost with the intent on doing to him what he did to their parents. Despite Argost teasing as he doesn't remember the individual screams of his victims, Zack pleads with his mother and uncle that he wants to stop Argost as badly as the others, but killing Argost only results in them becoming the monsters that he created them to be. But before anything can be decided, the secret scientists attack the Saturdays with a sound weapon created from the recordings of the flute of Gilgamesh, rendering both Zack and Argost weakened. If used long enough, it will kill them. Through the combined effort of Drew and one of the secret scientists whom had a change of heart, the weapon is destroyed, but Argost recovers the weapon, escaping to the plot, his next move, after his defeat. The Saturdays assemble for the final battle at Argost's lair and mansion, Weird World, where they encounter in full force Rani Nagi and her forces, who have declared Argost the one true cur, seeing Zack as weak and unfit. After a fierce battle with the Naga, in which Rani Nagi steals Drew's mystical fire sword and attempts to kill Drew, instead killing Van Rook, who jumped in the way, Argost and Zack agree to a truce to have a talk, air quotes, as the two curs. But of course, Argost double-crosses Zack again, Zack knowing nothing of this. Zack's experience with his cur powers has taught Argost that it gives him the edge in battle, and Argost, having repurposed the machine recording of the Flute of Gilgamesh, isolates himself in a soundproof chamber and hooks up to his parasites for another round of siphoning Zack's powers. Well, no plot twist here. He stole Zack's powers, everybody, attaining his true goal and becoming the one true cur. Yeah, Argost didn't know that when the positive cur and negative cur powers interacted, they tear apart reality. This showcased in the Black Monday episode as the worlds collide when the Saturdays and Mondays clash. Argost, the supreme villain and terror of the Himalayas, was gone. Supposedly killed by his own hubris, Argost sought to rule all, and in his conquest, did, but only for a brief moment before the weight of reality crashed down on him. The story ends with the rebuilding of the world and victory over the remaining forces under Argost's control, R.I.P. Munya. After which, the show resolves as the Saturday family and guests all mourn Van Rook at his grave, Doyle taking one of the flowers left and leaving two behind, stating, just as Van Rook would always state, two is plenty. And that concludes the Secret Saturdays Unveiled, everybody. I hope you enjoyed going over this series as much as I did, especially just reflecting on everything I loved in the childhood aspect of it. As the first show chosen, the Secret Saturdays always stood out in my heart, from Zack's childish antics in the face of being a living weapon to the literal monster walking amongst men, simply imitating what he has seen. I couldn't have chosen a better first episode. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the final episode of the Secret Saturdays Unveiled. Leave a comment and a like, and let me know what you thought of the series and what you'd like to see next.